You are so annoying. I can't with you. You can leave now.
It's recorded.
Okay, leave.
You're talking.
Mom, you don't get out.
Oh, you're gonna edit it.
Yes, get out. Just get out. Just get out. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is why you can't have your mother be your producer, okay? This is the reason why right here.
One more thing.
Just
Sorry.
What, Ma?
I was just messing with you.
Just get out. Lord have mercy, y'all. Oh, this is gonna stay in the video and she don't even know it. What's going on, you guys? It is your boy, Danzel. Thank y'all so much for coming back to this new video this week. As we count down to commencement. Y'all, let me tell you, it's just been such a long week. Such a long week. But you know what? We're here. We made it. God is good. God is good. You know, just like quick wrap up of like what happened last week. So Monday we find out that the university wasn't trying to give us a graduation. I'm just like, I need to act up during graduation. I ain't about to act up virtually. Like, no, I need to be in person to act up. And lo and behold, I mobilized graduate community and we got things changed. And now for me personally, because of the colleges I'm a part of, May 8th at 7 p.m., your boy will be graduating with his very first master's degree. Let's get it. Yes. It's been a long time coming. I've been working on my master's now for like 3 years, and the journey is finally coming to an end. So now I got to do this whole. Sorry, I threw up a little bit in my mouth. What I'm about to say. I feel adult. Adult. Like, who does this? Like, I don't got time for it. This is not me. But you know what? I'm placing it all in the hands of God. And that's basically what this whole conversation today is going to be about. Is really how I basically made it through my entire, not just graduate journey, but my college career thus far through the help of God. So if you guys recall my last video, this was like about 3 years ago. I entitled it But God. If you haven't seen that, go back, check out that video. Because this is going to be a part 2 of But God. So let's get into it. So again, if you've seen my last video, I basically talked about how I basically was able to graduate from UMass Amherst through the help of God. There has been so many things that have happened ever since then, and truly, it has been nothing but God. So, literally, I'm probably about like a few weeks away. Back when I was in undergrad, probably like about a few weeks away. Well, actually, no, not even a few weeks. I think it was like about like a month and some change away to graduate. And I'm like trying to figure out, okay, like, so what am I gonna do? And like I just pushed it off. 'Cause I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna let this deter me from getting to the point of going through that finish line. Now like the university was like doing like their anniversary of like their establishment and whatnot. So the day, like a few days before, like I met with like I was doing like this event and I met with like somebody that worked with it with like financial aid. Talked to them about like, my whole situation. They told me to contact them. A few days later, I contacted them and I'm just like, hey, sorry I didn't reach out to you that day. It slipped my mind, but here's my information. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Probably about like 20 minutes later, I get like an email saying that like, oh, you had this amount. We're gonna put the scholarship to replace it, and you're all set. And I'm like, okay, but what about the rest of the money that like the university said that I owe, or am I actually now at zero? They're like, well, we're not seeing anything else, so your account now is at zero. So I'm just like, hold up, okay, God, you're doing something. So let me just get another confirmation, you know, because you know God won't won't let you get to a point where he's just gonna leave you to just struggle by yourself. So literally, I go down to the bursar's office. I ask them again, like, how much is that I owe, and they told me that I owe them nothing. So that for me just showcased how God is able just to make things happen. So now we're transitioning into me wanting to go to graduate school. So I got waitlisted for all the grad schools that I did apply to, and like I only applied to three because I was very late in the game when I made my decision to apply. And I was just like, okay, God, well, since I didn't get into none of my grad schools, I'll just work full time and then I'll transition and go to grad school later. All the jobs I applied to either like rejected me, um, didn't like put me through the interview, and then I didn't make it, and just so on and so forth. But it was like nothing was coming back for me, and so I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'll just do ministry full time. So now I'm like trying to figure out like, okay, like now I'm at my church. What am I gonna do? And that's basically when like now we're basic in July, and I hear back from this one job that was in West Virginia, and I basically come to the point where it's just that I am basically I knew God was making a shift in my life where I was getting ready to move. And I remember like, I was at choir practice and I was telling them that I was like, cause we were like preparing for something, and I'm like, I just want to let you know that I'm not gonna be here because I'm about to move to West Virginia. But like I haven't even got confirmation yet. And I remember because like while we were in practice, I don't know who was that said it to me, but like they were basically just saying like, well, until you know for sure this is gonna happen. And lo and behold, it was just like I ended up getting the email the next day, like saying that you got offered the job. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm out. Deuces, peace out. I'm out. And again, that was just God because He gave me not only a job, but He allowed me to start doing my masters. And at the end of the day too, what I did know is that like, I basically was like, God, I thank you for supplying me with a job, allow me to be able to continue my education, but I know that when I go down there I'm here to do your work. Wherever that may be, I'm here to do your work, your assignment. And I was only down there for 6 months because he also didn't say that I was going to be there to complete my entire degree, which I also thought was interesting because every school that God brought me to, I always completed my degree. But yeah, in this case, I didn't complete my degree there. So I ended up leaving. Now we're in like February 2018. I withdrew from my job. I withdrew from the university. And by March, like, I made my way back to Massachusetts. And again, like I applied to the school that I'm at now and got accepted and was able to take the whole month of March off to recompose myself and get ready and then start up again in April. So now I'm here and like literally, and for those of you that are in college, y'all could probably understand where it is I'm coming from, or those that have been in just school in general, where like people are just always up against you. Whether it's professors, whether it's people that you work with, whether it's friends, family, people just stay trying to come up against you. But you know that when you got God on your side, He makes everything work out for the best. So for me, the job that I was working in, like, I love working with residential life and I love working with students and student affairs and the whole nine yards. But it was just the space that I was in, it just felt off to me. It was very off, and it was hard to try to figure out who basically was for me and who was against me, because there were so many masks I was being worn that like it was just hard for me to tell. So I started there in July. I left in January, and then I transitioned into the job that I'm at now, and the weight just was lifted off of me, and I felt so relieved, so much at ease, and like I can just glide through with peace in my life. So that's work wise. Education wise, like every single professor that I seem to have just always tried me to the fullest extent. And I'm just like, God, how am I gonna do this? Like, what am I gonna do? And literally, I thank God so much for my advisor. Like, she has been one of my biggest advocates since day one. And I'm giving her the biggest shout out. I'm not going to throw her name out there right now because I haven't got permission to even say so. But she know who she is. And literally, I just want to give her the biggest shout out for all the work that she has done to help me to reach this finish line. Because, y'all, let me tell you this. In 2 weeks, I will be finished with my master's degree. Let's get it. Y'all, I said it before. I spent 3 years at this school, and now I am about to finish. And literally, it's nothing but God. God literally places people in your path for a reason. People that are there for a season in your life and those that are there for eternity. If you ever watched Medea Goes to Jail, the play, Medea is sitting down talking with her nephew. I want to say that's her nephew Sonny, and she tells him that you have to set people up in a category of a tree. You know what? How about this? I'll let Medea explain it herself. Let's go.
Listen, I put everybody that come in my life in the category of a tree. Some people are like leaves on a tree. Wind blow, they over here. They unstable. Blow the other way, they over here. Ain't nothing. Season change, they wither and die. They gone. That's all right. That's some people. Most people in the world are like that. They just there to take from the tree. They ain't there to do nothing but take and give shade every now and then. That's all they can do. But don't get mad at people like that. That's who they are. They ain't gonna never be nothing. That's what they put on this earth to be, but be what they are, a leaf. Some people are like a branch on that tree. You gotta be careful with them branches too, because they'll fool you. They'll get there and make you think they're a good friend and they're real strong, but the minute you step out there on them, they'll break and leave you high and dry. But if you find you 2 or 3 people in your life that's like the roots at the bottom of that tree, you are blessed, because that's them the kind of people that ain't going nowhere. They ain't worried about being seen. Don't nobody have to know that they know you. They ain't got to know what they doing for you. But if them roots wasn't there, that tree couldn't live. You understand? And they ain't got a tree can have 100 million branches, but only a few roots down at the bottom to make sure it get everything it needs. I'm telling you something. When you get you some roots, hold on to them, but the rest of them, let it go.
So as you can see, the people that is that you put in your circle, people that are as a part of your tree, you have to be able to be clearly able to identify who those people are. And God will definitely tell. Coronavirus! Sorry. No, I don't have COVID. But God will basically tell you who it is that is in your life and for what reason they are there for. You have to just lean on Him and allow Him to be the one that tells you whether this person is here for a season or people that are there for a lifetime. As Medea states, people get confuse seasonal folk with lifetime individuals. There have been so many people in my life, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm the type of person that I cut people off very quickly. If I tell you the first time that you're doing something that's bothering me, and you don't fix it, you're done. And I just move on, because it's like you were just somebody that was there for a season. You haven't brought anything to continue to build me, to push me towards success. You were just there to take up space. So you're that leaf that's on the tree, or maybe you were that branch. But the very few people that are the roots, and I personally know who those roots are. Some people may say that they are part of the roots, but I know who are my roots. And those are the ones that I have been keeping to this day. So, what I'm here to tell you is, just trust God. I mean, I know everybody that's watching may not believe in God or believe that there's a higher being, but whatever it is that you believe in, know this, that there are people that come into your life for a particular reason. For me personally, as a Christian, as a believer, God has brought so many people in my life. My advisor being one of the key people in my graduate career that has brought me through to reaching the soon-to-be day of me walking across the stage and accepting my first bachelor's degree. Only God can do it. He can, He will. And I've been using this quote as my slogan for graduation. I came, I saw, and I conquered. Just to reach this point now, where I can proudly say, I am a first-generation master student. And I thank nothing but God for getting me through. So, again, as as I continue making these videos, these different content, continue to make sure that you like, you subscribe, you share this, and just follow me on this journey to countdown. Ugh, that was terrible. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and you comment down below because I'm going to take you through this whole journey as I count down to commencement. So, thank y'all so much for tuning in this week, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.